Hey guys, KRXF here with a double review. This time I'll be reviewing the deluxe Kuma Football and the TV Football from Kamen build. This is a pair of footballs that were sold separately, but when used together, form a best match. So, let's get started. To start off, let's take a look at these balls on their own. First up we have the Kuma Football, which was included with the Kamen build Hybrid Battle DVD, which in itself was a mail order item from Television magazine. This is done in a honey yellow color. You see the cap here with K and T for Kuma and TV. And you can twist the cap all the way around. You have the ball body, which depicts a bear head and claws. You see the clear part on the inside. The QR code for Gunbar Rising on this side. And you can give it a shake to hear what it sounds like. And second, we have the TV Football, which was included with the February 2018 issue of Television. This one has a metallic off-white color for the cap. You'll notice that for the body it looks quite different because it uses just a solid pearl white plastic instead of any clear parts. And that's because the gimmick items that are included with the magazines are typically made a bit cheaper than the standard deluxe versions or even the Candy Toy or Gashapon versions. In this case, with this, you actually have to assemble it from a few different parts and apply the sticker to the cap yourself. It can still be rotated around. We've got the ball design, which depicts an old CRT TV. And you can see the antenna and the TV signals coming in. You have the QR code on the side for Gunbar Rising. Now on mine, if you shake it, you will hear a sound, but you'll notice that sounds a bit off, especially because if you shake it to the side, you can also hear that shaking. And that's because the actual TV Football does not include any inner part to shake. Just the back and front halves as well as the cap. So what I did is that I actually took apart one of my extra footballs, then put the inner part in here so I could at least give it some kind of shaking sound. But just know that if you get this, it will not come with anything on the inside, so you'll have to transplant one yourself. Next, we can use these balls with the build driver to create our new best match. This creates Kamen build KumaTV form, which you can get a look at by taking a look at the cover for the Hybrid Battle DVD. So, this is actually the debut and only on-screen appearance of KumaTV form. So we can see the balls, and we can take a look at what the TV ball is actually supposed to look like. We can see that it is written as KumaTV right here. Then we get a look at KumaTV form itself. You can see the Kuma and TV eyes. And you also see that for the TV half-by, it's actually a black color instead of the white of the bottle. You get a little look at the Kuma half-by. And you can see it has a Beware of Bears sign on its chest. You also have the TV half-by, which has a bunch of TV monitors, each one with a build symbol in it. Then we get a better look at the Kuma half-by on the back, where we can see that it's actually a gold repaint of the Panda half-by, which is a little bit of a shame, but it does make some sense. And at the very least, you do have that additional piece on the chest to make it a bit more different. Then we can get close up for the Voltec finish. And lastly, we can use the full balls from our last best match, in this case Hachimitsu, to create a couple of example trial forms. So first we'll use these two. This creates trial form Kuma Sensuikan. Then we'll get a close-up for the Voltec attack. Then we'll use the other two. And this creates trial form Hachimitsu. And we'll get one more close-up for the finisher. And I'll admit, it is a little bit of a shame that in the show build can't mix two organic halves or two inorganic halves, because it certainly would be a pretty neat idea to see Kuma and Hachi be used together, though you can technically do that with the toy. And there we go. Overall, this is a really cool best match. It's just a shame how the balls to make it were released. First up, we have the TV Football, which, while is the more accessible of the two since it was included with a magazine which was sent out to stores and is definitely more widely available. It's just a shame that it was released through there because of how it was made in this cheap fashion, and mostly because of how it just doesn't look quite right to have a body that's just a solid plastic color, when basically every other football does use clear plastic in some way to let you actually see the part on the inside. And, you know, it's also a shame that because of that it doesn't even include that part, so you don't get the shaking gimmick. So it does feel like kind of a cheap, almost knockoff quality football compared to others. And while the KumaTV is more up to standard, being a deluxe football and all, it's a shame that it was included with a DVD. Then you kind of had to mail it in for, or otherwise get somehow on secondary market. And it would have been nice to perhaps see the two released in deluxe format together, and maybe have that be a tie-in for a different month, or just have that be a mail-in order item. So even though you are getting them that way, you at least get two footballs of the same quality. And though you can find these on secondary markets like eBay, it is going to be kind of costly. And as far as I goes, I did actually get mine off eBay, and I was just lucky enough to find a listing that also included the DVD. But, if you're not too diehard a fan, but you do want to get this, though, if it's the kind of thing where, the price is not looking so good, I would say to kind of hold off on this and perhaps wait until later on near the end of the series, where they might release a Kanto or Gachapon version of these balls. And that definitely isn't out of the question, because they have done this kind of thing before, where in Kamen Rider Ghost, the magazines included the EQ and Pythagoras Ghost icons on a couple different months, and those were more cheaper quality, but they were later released as Gachapons. So it might be worth holding out until then, and I'm certainly going to wait to see if we get a second version of the TV football released, so I can replace that, or use it to replace the one I have right now, just so we can have a pair of balls for this best match that actually look correct. So, next time I'll be reviewing the Santa Claus and Cake Full Balls, Saturday at 7 PM PST. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And if you're new and would like to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. And for now, this is KRX50, writing off.